Last form of a linear equation that we will study. It's called the point-slope form. And here is the equation, point-slope form. And you can see it's derived from the slope formula. So if you compare the two, you can see how similar it is. So I have m times x sub 1 minus x sub 2. Well, that's just the denominator of the slope formula. You do not need to know how the point-slope form of a linear equation is derived from slope formula, but what you do need to know, how to write an equation in point-slope form. You need to know how to identify it and pick out the point in the equation when you see the equation. So let's do a few of the problems so you can get the skill set down. Number 1, if you're given a slope of 5 and a point 910. So to arrange this into the point-slope form, I will use the model. 9 would be x sub 2 and 10 would be y sub 2. So taking this to my model, and of course the slope itself, the number 5 is the letter m. So arranging this in my formula, I have 5, and then instead of writing the subscript, I would just simply write the x, and I would say x minus 9 equals y minus 10. And you are done. So that is taking problem number 1, the information given in number 1, and arranging it in point-slope form. So let's do another one. It's so simple that it almost seems funny to even have to learn it, but it's just that easy. Looking at number 2, the slope is 7, so that's your m. 6 is x sub 2, and 4 is y sub 2. So to write the information in number 2 in point-slope form, I would have 7 times x minus 6, and that equals y minus 4. And that would be my information or my answer for number 2. Let's do one with negative coordinates to see how that looks. Number 4. Well, my slope is 10, so that's m. X sub 2 is negative 8, and y sub 2 is negative 6. So to arrange this in the formula, I would have 10, and then I would have x minus negative 8, and that equals y minus negative 6. So taking that and cleaning it up, it would look like this. 10 equals x plus 8, or 10 times x plus 8 equals y plus 6. So if you were given the equation in red in point-slope form, you should quickly be able to determine that the slope is 10 and the ordered pair given in this problem is negative 8, negative 6. Okay, and the problem's at the bottom of the page. Write the point-slope form of the equation of the line described. So here's my point-slope form. Let's put my generic model. And if I'm trying to find a line that's parallel to the given line, so the slope of the given line is negative 3 over 4. And then the point, here's my x sub 1, or x sub 2 rather, and y sub 2. So to arrange this in the formula, I would have negative 3/4, and then I would have x minus 4 equals y minus 2. And then you stop right there. You don't distribute the 3/4 in, you don't do anything else. You just simply set up the model, and then you move on to another problem. Let's do number 20 together. And this is really as simple as it seems. Number 20, looking for a line that would be parallel to the given line. So the slope of the given line is negative 5, and my new line will go through the point negative 1, positive 4. So here's my x sub 2 and my y sub 2. So my model, I would have the slope times x minus negative 1, and that gets set equal to y minus 4. So to clean this up, I would have negative 5 times x plus 1 equaling y minus 4. And then if you were just simply given this equation and asked to identify the major parts, the pieces, your slope would be negative 5, and the ordered pair given in the equation would be -1 and +4. Let's do one more together on the video, and then you can finish the rest for homework. So let's do number 22. So I would like a line that's parallel to the given. The slope of the given line is -1, and I'm going through the point +4, -4. So arranging it into the model, I would have -1 times x minus 4 equaling y minus -4. So to clean that up, I would have -1 times x minus 4, set that equal to y plus 4. And I would leave it like that. I would leave the -1 written in, but you could also see it as this, which is the negative. But I think I would prefer, since I'm looking for the slope, I think I would prefer to see that -1 given in the slope's position so that I know exactly what it is. But it's just that simple, and you can finish up the rest of the problems on your own.